As was promised yesterday, WB Games Montreal updated their redacted website and Twitter with new information regarding this upcoming Batman game. Unfortunately, it's still all very cryptic. They're not really giving us any specific details about this game, but it appears that this is a marketing campaign that they're going to push throughout the entire week leading into Fandom. So I wouldn't expect any real solid information until Fandom, although on Friday, I do think that there's a possibility that we'll get a little teaser trailer. We might get a hashtag. Maybe we'll see a little bit of art or a poster or something. I do think that that's possible, that they'll end this marketing campaign with a little hint toward Fandom. But again, I'm not expecting the full reveal until then at this point. I understand why some people are really frustrated. I personally was kind of withholding expectations, as I mentioned in my video yesterday, that I wasn't necessarily expecting a CGI trailer. And I'm glad that my expectations were leveled, because I have so many followers who are just really frustrated and really upset. And I do want to say that I understand why people feel that they were perhaps misled by WB Games Montreal. And I even look at the way that I made my video yesterday. I was expecting something at least a little bit more significant, if I'm being honest. They were turning this into a big deal. They had this big 24-hour countdown. They made it very clear that they wanted us back today so that we could see what they had for us. And the fact is, all that they're giving us is these little glitchy images of the map, which is cool, and you can piece these images together. They form a bigger image of a portion of the map. It looks pretty cool. It looks like it already has some bigger buildings and more narrow architecture that's a bit more fitting for Gotham City than some people felt Arkham Knight was. Again, we don't know what the map's aesthetics look like, but we're kind of seeing the outline, and so far the outline looks pretty impressive, but people also have this notion of like, that's it. And truthfully, this is something that I can understand, because once again, they had this whole countdown, and we've been waiting on information on this game for so long that it does feel a bit like a bait and switch. With that said, once again, I do think that it's kind of cool that they have this little game that they're playing with us where we're essentially Batman. We have to find the code and enter it into the Bat computer and get a little new piece of information every day. That's pretty cool. But it also just kind of feels a bit drawn out. I feel like this is maybe something that they should have all done in one day. I think dragging it all out for the whole week is really what's turning some people off. And even in the past, when we've gotten teases like the whole capture the night thing, I think that people are just so anxious to see what this game is, and the fact that they keep teasing us really has put some people off. Personally, I'm okay, because I know that we're getting a full reveal for this game this Saturday. It's not like we're waiting a long time to see it, but I think that people just feel that this perhaps is a little bit tone deaf. I honestly don't know that that's the case. I actually think it's a really solid idea to lead us into DC fandom by getting everyone excited and dropping little hints and giving us sort of a new portion of the map to see every day that we can group together and get a slightly bigger image of a portion of the map. It's all fine and good, but I just think that they really needed to launch this marketing campaign with those expectations set, because starting this whole thing off with a countdown really puts people in the mindset that we're going to be seeing something pretty major, and then for it to really just once again be these cryptic teases, I really don't think that that boosts morale for the community. But as a whole, people are still very excited for this game. People are still very excited even for these little teases, and many people have actually already found a lot more than they were supposed to. This website was not encrypted very well, so many of the things that were supposed to be saved for tomorrow and the next day were already leaked because they were found in the Inspect Element tab of the website. Since then, they've done a pretty good job of securing the site a little bit more, but we already have, like, the damage has already pretty much been done. People haven't been able to find the trailer or anything that is allegedly in the code, but there was an image leaked that says face to face, but it's spelled Two-Face like TWO, so that pretty much confirms Two-Face's involvement in the game, so that's pretty cool. It's just interesting to me that they're going to continue with this whole marketing strategy despite the fact that pretty much all of these images have already been leaked. I do hope that there is something at the end. I hope that on Friday they give us some kind of 20-second teaser even. Once again, I'm good waiting until Saturday. I know that people are disappointed, but it's really not that much longer that we have to wait. One other thing that I think is worth mentioning is that all the codes, which were found in, again, the website's code, so we already know what all the codes are for all the days. I had somebody DM me, and they asked that they remain anonymous because they didn't want Warner Brothers to get mad at them. I'll tell you right now, dude, like, I'll respect that. I'm not going to say who you are in the video, but Warner Brothers won't get mad at you for knowing this. But basically, if you Google search all of the codes put together, it shows the comic in which Batgirl debuted. And I wonder if this hints at potentially maybe the Bat family side of this game's plot. Are we going to be seeing kind of the origins of Batgirl and Robin? And Are those going to be the playable characters in this game? I actually think that would be a really strong narrative choice. It would allow us to begin to see sort of the origins of the Bat family, of this group of people following Batman's crusade. And then in sequels, you could add characters like Nightwing or, Red Hood and some of those characters as well. So I'm personally really excited. Once again, this week is going to be very long. I was hoping for something a little bit more significant, but even though we didn't get something like a CGI trailer, that is coming so soon that it almost doesn't even matter. Leading up to DC Fandom, we're going to have a lot to talk about, and then after DC Fandom, we're going to have even more to talk about. There's going to be so much to go over on the film side of things, on the game side of things, on the comic side of things. There's so much that we're going to be able to talk about in regards to DC, which isn't even the only thing that this channel covers. So it's going to be very exciting. Thanks everybody for sticking with this channel. There's, like I just mentioned, going to be tons to talk about. So I'm very excited to go over that with you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.